Hello. Today we're going to talk about the 2026 midterm elections and the outlook of 2028 possibilities. And we'll start now. 2026 seems to be an interesting year for Democrats. And I'll tell you this. You got Zoran Mamdani running for mayor of New York, and his ideas are just great. I'm telling you, being in Florida, I wish we had somebody like him, and we don't. And the closest we have is Val Demings, but I think Mamdani is going to win mayor of New York. He looks out for those people. He wants to take costs down, and taxing the rich is going to bring costs down. I'm telling you, because it also will lower the cost of living if they're not making as much money, as in the rich not making as much money. And it's looking like the Democrats are going to take over the House and the Senate. Looking at all the numbers I'm looking at right now. That can obviously change between now and next year, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Which means that Donald Trump ain't gonna be able to enact anything. That'll be a sweet, sweet day. And you gotta appreciate Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's been saying all the things that Mamdani has been saying lately, and it's fallen on the deaf ears of the corporate Democrats and the Republicans. Apparently she's seen as a joke. She ain't no joke. She's probably got the best ideas out of that entire bunch. And I'd like for some of the Democrats to come to her side. Then they can be real Democrats, not... Corporate Democrats are not Democrats, in my opinion. They're dinos. Not dinosaurs, but some of them are, but we don't need dinos. We need real Democrats that can actually do the job. That's why I like Ocasio-Cortez. That's why I like Sanders. That's why I like Mamdani. That's why I kind of like Ilhan Omar. That's why I like Val Demings. Okay? Because they're not corporate Democrats. So, the scenario I put out there is 55% of the Senate will be Democrat, and about the same amount for the House. Yeah, a complete switch. And that's going to neuter the Trump administration. They definitely need to be neutered. Actually, they need to be removed. I'm gonna say this though. It's gonna be fun to watch. Now, as for 2028, I actually think the Democrats will keep their majority in both, if not add to their majority. And I'm going to give you 3 people in each party that I think could win the nomination. The 3 in the Republican Party I see: Eric Trump, Donald Jr., and J.D. Vance. And I may throw Tulsi Gabbard in there. For the Democrats, unfortunately, I see a couple of corporate Democrats in Gavin Newsom and Andrew Cuomo. But I also see Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez running for president. That's gonna be fun right there. Because I think she can get more done as president than she could in the Senate. I mean, yeah, she's a senator. The problem is America ready to vote for a woman? The last 2 times a woman has been the nominee for the Democrat Party, they've been hoodwinked by the American public. Do I think Hillary would have been better than Trump? Absolutely. I mean, even though she's a corporate Democrat, I mean, she's not anything I would vote for, but and I wouldn't even say Kamala Harris was the best woman for the job, to be honest with you. But they didn't vote for her because she's a woman. And that's where we need to change our thinking. Because I've seen women that can do just as good, if not a better job than the men, okay? I'm just sexist people, and maybe that'll change in 2028. Here's hoping. And trust me, Ocasio-Cortez will get the job done. Will get the income inequality more equaled out through taxes and things like that, and cutting the loopholes and everything I've said in my tax plan. So I keep forgetting about gubernatorials. I forgot about those completely. But there's a few. I think a few of them are going to switch Democrat. And I'll tell you why. People are fed up with Republicans. They're fed up with corporate Democrats. and want to vote for the Democratic Socialist. And that is just peachy to me. I'm not gonna say anything negative about that. And anybody running in the 2026 elections that is a corporate Democrat, I hope you get primaried. I hope you lose. Just like Andrew Cuomo lost. That's what I think. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And tomorrow, we're going to talk about the difference between a socialist and a Democrat socialist. Have a good night.